Hey there, Dallas County Docs. It's Mark Casanova, your 2020 Dallas County Medical Society President. Wanted to take the opportunity to reach out to everybody and give you some updates, and in this difficult time we're facing, hopefully some words of encouragement. In terms of the operational updates, I want to acknowledge that DCMS meetings, subcommittee meetings will be taking place virtually, as I imagine all of you are currently experiencing. It also means that regrettably our social functions will be canceled for the foreseeable future. So we're going to have to make sure we're reaching out to each other and supporting each other in other ways, in other creative ways. I do want to remind members of local information that's available on our website, Dallas County Medical Society website, and that we've been attempting to push out via our Facebook messages. I want you to know that much of our information at the county level is going to dovetail what we're receiving from the county health department. If some of your questions are more related to the practice of medicine, telemedicine, how to keep my office open, things of that nature, I would strongly encourage you to look to the Texas Medical Association website. TMA as a COVID-19 task force that is really feverishly working on pushing out information to our membership. I will emphasize that if you do access some of this information and review the website, what you're going to see is that recommendations are actually dated and timed simply because this is such a fast-moving entity that we're dealing with. So again, use those resources if you have questions that aren't being answered maybe by your hospital that you're working for, a large group, or obviously for many of our independent practitioners and solo practitioners, that information is out there. It provides good one-stop shopping for information. There's a lot of references to CDC guidelines. So the TMA and your DCMS staff have been doing an amazing job, which is an understatement of trying to keep us informed and keep us supported. I want to shift gears a little bit to the notion of support of each other. Many of you who are on Facebook, and if you're seeing this, ergo, you're on Facebook, know that there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of emotion out there as well. And I think that emotion is legitimate. When I'm counseling with patients and families who are near the end of life as a palliative care physician, one of the things I try to remind them is not to fight emotions. Okay, if we are anxious, if we are frankly scared, if we're a little angry at times, if we're frustrated, I think we need to allow ourselves to be those things. If we get anxious, if we get nervous, if we get fearful, and we somehow tell ourselves that's a wrong thing to do, that just adds to the angst and further feeds it. So I think it's legitimate for us as healers to allow us to also be humans while we're in the trenches and while we're serving our patients. I want you to know that DCMS has your back. We know you have ours, and we know we have each other's. So I want to end with two things. The first is the last line of the prayer Maimonides. That's a tongue twister, so you try that one. And the second is a little trick that my palliative care team does at the end of all of our interdisciplinary team meetings. So first, in this trying time, let me pull it back up. Let's look to the wisdom of physicians from antiquity, because I think they can really offer us a great degree of guidance at this time. I'm having my own degree of technical difficulties, but I will get there. So last line of the oath of Maimonides reads as the following: O God, thou hast appointed me to watch over the life and death of thy creatures. Here am I ready for my vocation, and now I turn unto my calling. There is going to be loss ahead. Many of us in our practices face that loss on an everyday basis. There's going to be more of it, but it is our vocation, it is our privilege to engage in both the life and the death of our patients, and when we can, to afford safe passage. Now, let's try to end with a little bit of rapid fire positivity. The purpose of rapid fire positivity is, with a small group of individuals, coworkers, your family at home, is just to rapidly spout off the first thing that comes to your mind that you're feeling positive about, you're thankful for, or you appreciate. And so I'll do it. And you can trigger it in your office, you can trigger it with your family by just saying rapid fire positivity. And mine is the fact that I have the most beautiful wife and the most amazing daughter one can imagine. So that's mine. Take care of yourself, and we'll be checking in with you on a regular basis. Be well, stay safe, and hang in there.